Hello? Is that working? Is that better? I said hello to everybody. Linda, thank you for the stars, my lovely. Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me now? It says it's working my end, but I'm just waiting to see if it's going to come through. Yes, you can hear me. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know. Don't know what happened. Okay, so hello, hello, hello. Welcome everybody joining us today. Oh, Dixie, bless you. Thank you for the stars as well. That's very kind of you. Hello, I hope you're all okay. Got excited. Oh, bless you, Penny. We are here. Yeah, I hope you've all had a good week. Staying safe in the storms and weather. Lisa, thank you for the stars. Again, that's very, very kind of you. As some of you may know, we weren't live on Tuesday. That's because I did have a meeting. So that live couldn't go ahead. So we are live today, obviously, and then back to normal. It should be back to normal. We've only got mystery oysters today, as because you'll be able to hear on and off. It hasn't stopped raining for the last 2 days. So I haven't been able to get outside at a non-rainy point to go through the stinky oysters. And I am slightly behind on emails this week. I've had a very, very busy, traumatic week, shall we say. So yeah, I am slightly behind on emails. I sort of went through quickly today and found loyalty cards and sort of read emails. I just haven't responded to everybody yet, and I hope to do so in the next coming days. Oh, bless you, Lorna. Well, we're here today. Yeah, so I do apologise about that. The order list has been posted on the page, and I will, if anybody would like to order, there's still space available for today, and I'll do an updated order list once as I can. Yes, yeah, it's all okay, Gemma. It's just I'm a little bit off today, actually. Like, I'm fine. Oh, bless you, Dixie. Thank you for the stars again, and I hope oh, bless you, I hope you get some rain soon. Hello, 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 hello. Why am I folding this that way? There we go. So I am gonna just, I don't know whether, no, okay, we'll carry on. I'm a little bit off today, I do apologise. So, right, give me just a second. Okay, I'm good. Right, so let me just explain really quickly. With the storm that's happening over the last few days, Aaron had a car crash yesterday, and his car was the only car involved, and he is okay. I'm just today I'm still like getting over it, and I'm a little bit, I'm just off. I just feel off. So yeah, if I'm a bit off, just shaken, yeah, that's why. But I am okay, and the main thing is he's okay. So yeah. Thank you, Jade. Thank you, my lovely. So, oh no, yeah, thank you, Jacqueline. Honestly, if I went and if I didn't do the live today, I'd be just bothering him, because obviously he's been at home today, and I've basically chased him around, told him to sit down and not move. He's got really bad whiplash because his car rolled, so obviously he's very bruised up, and he's got a splint on his hand, but he walked away, and he can walk away. And so, yeah, I've sort of chased him around today, told him to sit down. So I think he's actually glad that I am working tonight so he can have a break from me. Because I have been a little bit overpowering, I'm not going to lie. Oh, dear me. Excuse me. Oh no, so now I can see him, that's why I'm looking over there, because I can see through my window, through the garden, and then I can see him. I've asked him to sit where I can see him in the window. I know it sounds a little bit weird, but just to make sure he's okay, which he is. So, yeah, that's just a quick explanation if I'm a little bit funny. Yes, exactly. Yeah, exactly, that's exactly it. Yeah. So, it really is. Mama Bear Road is on. I'm going to get started for the evening, but if I have to pause at any point or anything, have to run inside, then you know why, but I will be back because he is fine and I'm fine. It's just one of those times, which is also why I'm slightly late on emails today, because I had my meeting on the Wednesday. Because of that, I was busy for most of the day, and then yesterday the crash happened, so I'm just slightly behind on emails, but I will get back. I will get back in, back on top of everything soon. Right, so I am here. We're good to go. So, also, I'm not going to be asking him for tea today, so that might be a little bit of an issue that I might have to go make a tea. But I can always take you with me and we'll see how far the microphone goes through the house, maybe. Up first today is Donna Marie Bradshaw. Donna Marie, are you here? Experiment time, exactly. We've tested it. It works when we go outside. I just don't know how far. It's actually meant to be a good range microphone, but walls are involved in different buildings, so I don't know how good it really is. Our Christmas decoration's going to be up. They will be after Halloween and after our anniversary, yes. Tuesday. Not this coming Tuesday, no. I'm looking for Donna Marie Bradshaw. Donna Marie Bradshaw, are you here? No, Sophie, I won't. I won't. In fact, I'd leave it in here just in case. I just remembered I turned Mim off earlier because she sort of did her rap thing again. So I might try and turn her back on in a minute and see if she's okay. Mindy's on, but Mim at the moment's having a little rest because, yeah, she just started doing her repeating thing. Donna, hello. Now, Donna, you are first today with a Mim's Spins. So let's go across to Mim. Here you go. Which character would you like, my lovely? Excuse me. There we go. Can you have the ghost? You can indeed. So starting us off today with Mr. Hungry Ghost, let's bring you straight across. So here he is here. And in your ghost, you have got a crystal pendant. This crystal pendant is on the website in a smaller size. I don't believe it's actually on the website in this size. It is the clear crystal. So it definitely goes with any colour pearl and any piece of clothing. And it is a large off-centered clear crystal heart. And I'm just going to pop it on top of the gloves so you can see. It's got quite a nice width to the crystal itself. And like I said, we've got this on the website in the smaller sizes, and this is the larger size. This one does come with one oyster opening, and you can have the pearl on or off the jewellery. Let's go back across to Mim though before we get comfortable and see what she's got to say if we dive into her pot of mischief. So in here, have another go and keep both prizes. You have got a good card. She's starting off lovely and nice today. So have another go and keep both prizes, which means you get to keep this one here. And we're going to go back to Mim where you can pick another character and then you get to keep that prize as well. So you've got 2 for 1 there. What do you think? What other character would you like? The pumpkin. So we've got the scary pumpkin, the toothy pumpkin, or the confused pumpkin. The Grim Reaper instead, of course you can, and don't be sorry, you're allowed to change your mind, my lovely. So here he is. Let's bring him back again. I call him the waving skeleton. And so your second prize is, oh, this one here is a matching set. So it comes with one oyster opening, and then you can choose to have the pearl on or off the pendant here. But then you've got a pair of matching stud earrings which go with the pendant. Now no pearls go on the earrings, but you can have a pearl on or off the jewellery. So as you can see, I think this is called the hibiscus pendant set, but I may be wrong. So as you can see, it's all the same design. The pendant is slightly larger than the earrings there, but it's all encrusted with crystals, and then you've got that crystal in the centre there as well. The stud earrings, like I say, they don't come with an oyster opening, but this pendant does come with an oyster opening, and you can choose to have the pearl on or off. Okay, so both your prizes, you've got the crystal heart pendant, and then you've got the silver flower pendant. So you've got 2 oyster openings altogether, and with both of them you can choose to have your pearls on or off of the jewellery here. Okay, so let me just quickly pop these back away. Sue, bless you. Thank you for the stars, my lovely. So Donna, 2 mystery oysters here. Would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? And is there certain colours that you're hoping for? There's 1 and 2. So your mystery oyster, number 1. Donate and hoping for more natural colours. Okay. So oyster number 1. Has actually given us a pearl on the top side of the oyster there. So you can see there's no other pearls there, but we do have a little runaway. I can also see a peeper here. Oh, and 3. And there's no more in that one. So you have got triples in your first oyster, my lovely. So we have got a lighter autumn peach, a coral, and a black. Lighter autumn peach, coral, and a black to start with. And then moving on to your oyster number 2. Quite a nice deep pop there. And in here, again, there's a little bit of flesh on that side, but we can definitely see there's no pearls there. And if we have a squidge in here, at the top there, I felt something there. And there's nothing else in there. So we've got a darker pearl here. So let me just clean him up and I'll have a closer look at his colour as well. Very autumnal, it is indeed. The second pearl out is a silvery green. It's a base darker silver, but he looks like he's got a slight green overtone. What do you think to these, Donna? I'll need to know if you'd like to have any pearls on the jewellery. If so, which colours you'd like on there. If you're not happy with the colours at all, we can swap them for you. You've got a lighter autumn peach, coral, black and a silver. Let me run them through the board for you. Autumn peach is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. The coral is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. The black is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. And the silver's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Oh, you've made your decision. I'm just going to bring you up so I can write that down. On the crystal heart, you would like to have the silver, and then on the flower, you'd like to have the black. Can you just confirm for me, are you happy with the other colours as well? Oh, no, I've just seen that you'd like to swap them, so that's fine. Shaz, bless you. Thank you ever so much for the stars there, my lovely. The other two be swapped for 2 different colour pinks. Of course we can. Let's go to complete opposites with the pinks. No, I want, this is the bright pink pot. I'm going to go for the hot pink pot. Believe it or not, there is a difference between the two. There's the hot pink, and then I'm going to go for a blush pink as well. So you can see there's a real difference between the colours. Would those two be okay there for you? Oh, Becky, thank you. I'll send that on, the love on to Aaron, definitely. And thank you ever so much for the stars. Again, it's extremely kind of you. Donna, those are okay? Those pinks are okay? Perfect. Again, I'm just going to bring you back up. Okay, so you also get a trick or treat as well. So your trick or treat in here is a treat. You've got a 15% off code for the website. So if you'd like to order again in the future, you'll have a 15% off code that you can use, and that will get sent across for you over the weekend to the email address on the order form. Oh, bless you, Donna. It's good luck then that we've managed to sort of catch each other there. But I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. And thank you for the donations with your shells. Oh, Joanne. Thank you, my lovely. You've been so very kind today. Thank you. What you'll start to see as well is that I have tried to name some jewellery. So not everything has got names in it. But I have, if you start to see pieces of paper in amongst the jewellery, it's because I've started putting the names of the items in with the jewellery, just so then I don't have to keep trying to remember or guess the names of the items. Their names are already there. No, Becky, honestly, the support of coming on and watching and joining in the live is a brilliant, brilliant support. So I thank you for that, and that's all. I really, really appreciate that. Like, you don't have to order or anything. Does that make sense? So thank you for coming and watching. Right, let me just mark that Donna was here. Perfect. Up next then today is Talia. Talia Kelly, are you here? Excuse me, sorry. There we go, sorry. Talia, hello, hello, hello. Let me just have a look here. You have got, should we do your Mim spins first? And then you've got an oyster opening as well, so we'll add that on at the end. Would that be okay, my lovely? I'll take you across to Mim. However, if you prefer to do them separately, just let me know and we can do them separately. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to everybody joining. I've got a frog in my throat today. I do apologise. Can you have the Hungry Ghost? Oh, he's right at the front. Hungry Ghost. Okay, so let's bring you... Oh, my mouse. I've got the mouse that keeps sticking again, so if it takes me longer to transition, I do apologise. Right, Hungry Ghost in here. Oh, you've got one of our pendants. Now, this pendant is on the elegant section on the website. I think I want to call it possibly the pinch or the dot pendant. Cindy, thank you ever so much for the stars there. It's very, very kind again. Thank you, my lovely. So this pendant here, Talia, there we go. So this one comes with one oyster opening, and it would definitely need to have the pearl on the pendant. Now the pearl will be hanging from the bottom here, and if I just get this focused, there we go. So your bail here has got the bordered edge, and then you've got the dots which go up and round the centre there. So I hope you're happy with that one. I hope you can see. So the pearl would be hanging from just below. Now let's just go back to Mim and see what her pot of mischief says for you, my lovely. And in here, ooh, it says choose. So you either choose to have another oyster opening and keep all your pearls. So you stick with this item here, and then you have an extra oyster opening on top. Or you get to pick again from the tower to choose one item of jewellery. So, or we have this item here, you pick another item and then you choose between the two. So you can either choose to have an extra oyster opening, or you can choose to have the jewellery and pick between the two on which one you would like. What do you think? What would you like to do? Pick again, Toothy Pumpkin. Toothy Pumpkin is that one there. So if I bring you straight back, there he is. And oh, in here you've got another pendant. This one does come with an oyster opening, and you can choose with this one whether to have your pearl on or off the jewellery. Now this one, the size difference is crazy with this one. This is the Dragon's Wrath pendant. Now here is your dragon. So it's like a, overall it's almost like he's sitting on a Celtic moon there. And then the dragon comes round. Let me zoom in. And there he is at the top. It is absolutely stunning. It has got oxidized silver on there as well, which gives it that darker detail to him. Lots of texture with that one. So, would you like to have your first pendant where the pearl does need to go on the jewellery, or the second pendant where you can choose to have the pearl on or off the item? Can you have the first one? Of course you can. So with that one, the pearl does definitely need to go on the jewellery. So that does then come with one oyster opening. So I'll grab you your mystery oyster. Would you like to keep, or would you like to donate your shells? And is there certain colours that you're hoping for? So mystery oyster number 1. And in here, you've got quite a nice sharp pop there. Ooh. Keep the shells, not a problem. So there's the mother of pearl, and I will clean that up for you in just a moment. I can see that you've got quite a nice brighter pearl there. And then you do have a second pearl in there. Oh no, 3 pearls. And there's no more in that one. So you are also have triples. So you've got 3 pearls in the one oyster here. Okay, so let me dry these pearls up for you and I can hold them up so you can have a closer look. Now, I will need to know which one pearl you would like on the jewellery. And if you're not happy with these, we can, of course, swap the colours for you. Now, you've definitely got a Pepsi blue. And then you looks like you've got a very dark gunmetal grey and a chocolate as well. Thank you, Lisa. I've dealt with that now. Thank you, my lovely. So chocolates, gunmetal grey and a darker Pepsi blue. If I run them through the board, the chocolate is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. Darker gunmetal grey is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He's a 7. And the Pepsi blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. Oh, caught. Well, no, I thought I caught him then. Not a 7, he is a 7.5. That's correct, Jane, yes. Of course you can. Watermelon and sea green. I'm going to grab you a bright watermelon, but if you'd like a slightly lighter or a slightly more pinky one, we do have lots of different shades of watermelon. And sea green, I actually went through all my swaps and got all of my colours that I have sorted. So if I run out of sea greens now, I know that I don't have any in my swaps, but we've got quite a few there at the moment. Now, would you be happy with those ones that I've added in there? And if so, which one would you like on the jewellery? Oh, sorry, Jane. That's my bad. Sorry, my lovely. Oops. Oh, gosh. Easily done when we're online, isn't it? We don't know always who who it's aimed at or what the context is behind it. The watermelon on the jewellery, of course you can. Let me just bring you back and then I'll write all this down and wrap up those shelves as well. It's easily done. It's not a problem. Right, let me wrap your shells up for you. I've got a feeling, am I out? Oh no. Oh, wait, you've got another oyster opening. What did I do? Oh, I only did one oyster, didn't I? So that was for Mim. You actually have got another oyster opening for your item of jewellery. I said I'd do them together. I completely bypassed it. So you've actually got another oyster opening as well, my lovely. So you've got that green and blue as well. I have taken them out the sand, but if you need to have those back again, if you'd like to have them on your item, that's fine, let me know. But you do get to have another oyster opening. Would you like to keep your shells with this one as well? So let's go back down. Mystery oyster. Double pop there. See more green. Oh, I agree, Dixie. The greens are amazing. Keep the shells. Okay, not a problem. So this one does have a little bit of flesh there. There's no pearls there, but I will clean the shells up for you in a moment. If we have a squidge in here. Oh, there's one. Just have a squidge, see if there's any more. Okay, so there's no more in that one. And that is quite a nice larger sized, lighter autumn peach there. Now I'll be interested to see what size that autumn peach pearl is. Oh, I've wrapped up your other shells, so let me just grab another piece of this. Okay, so a larger, lighter autumn peach. This is for the item of jewellery you've ordered, my lovely. So again, we do need to have a pearl colour on there. Like I said before, if you prefer to have one of the earlier colours on there, that's not a problem. Or if you'd like to swap this one, that's absolutely fine as well. If I run this one through the board for you, he is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He is an 8.5. You shouldn't have, Bab. Bab, thank you, but you shouldn't have. Go and sit down, please. I love you. Thank you. So it's an 8.5, almost a 9. Sorry, he brought me a tea and he shouldn't have. He is a good egg, but he should be resting. It's one of those where you want to be angry with him, but you're also thankful because he's obviously done something very nice. Have I got an unusual apple green? Let me have a look-see. Oh. I do have two tonal apple greens here, so let me see if I can find... Oh, straight at the top here, you've got an apple green with like a flash of pink to him. It's a two-tonal apple green, so it's a very light green. Then you go into that brighter green, then there. Can you see it's got a very slight touch of pink, but it's not very green, that one, so I will have another look for one. Now, oh, there's so many greens to... Oh, Joanne, I will. I will indeed. Honestly, even the policeman and the ambulance crew was saying how lucky he was to actually be able to physically walk away from what happened, because it was such a collision. Not collision, and there was no other cars involved, but it was such a... Yeah, I think I like that one. Let me show you this one. This one, I've gone for a brighter green. So it's a base bright apple green, and then it's got a couple of lighter spots and then even more darker spots. Aaron had a he crashed and rolled and flipped his car yesterday in the storm. He hydroplated and the wheels went, and he tried to correct himself, and then the car spun and then rolled. So he's okay, but yeah, that happened yesterday. Which is, I sort of explained at the start of the live, if I'm a little bit off, that's why. It's just because I'm still kind of in shock. Right, so you've got apple green with brighter sections on. Can we have the one pink? Oh, of course, that's why I did leave that one there as well. I only wanted to find another one just because that one is a lighter green, so I didn't know if you wanted sort of a brighter one. But if you're happy with that two-tonal, then that one is yours, my lovely. That's not a problem. Oh, bless you, Dixie. I mean, 100%, I would definitely be doing the same for him. But thank you for the stars again, my lovely. Thank you. So am I, yeah, he's okay. He was checked out by the ambulance and then by the hospital, and he's got a splint on his wrist. But other than that, and obviously bruises everywhere, but he's okay. Two-tonal green on there, Talia. Perfect. I hope you and your daughter are happy with that. You also get a trick or treat card. So in here, your trick or treat card, and you have got a treat. You've got a 15% off code for the website, so that'll get sent across to the email address over the weekend for you. And I've wrapped up your shells. You've got 2 parcels of shells just because I opened them separately, but that will also get sent for you as well. So I do hope you'll be happy with everything there, my lovely. Jasmine, I hope you're okay, my lovely. Come and join and everyone can have a chat. I hope it helps. Thank you, Ellie. His luck is, no, Taylor, you're very welcome. He's so unlucky that it happened, but he's so lucky that the injuries he's got were not worse than they are. Yeah. Anyway, he's okay, I'm okay, everyone's okay. It's just a traumatic week. Oh, well, let me top these back up for you guys. I send the orders off once they're ready, Penny. Now, I know that sounds quite vague. So what happens is I'll give you a little rundown. Oh, Debbie, bless you. Thank you for the stars. Again, that's very kind of you. So normally what happens is sometimes weekends are slightly different, but so if I say on a Tuesday, if the order opening was on the Tuesday, as long as it wasn't raining the next day, they would be drilled the next day. But all orders are processed the day after. So that just means that I go through, if there's any colour swaps that weren't done on the live, I process them then. If there's any information missing, if I should notice it, I email to ask, like a cord length or anything. So once that's processed, then hopefully I can drill the same day. If not, it will be the day after or the following day. And then setting may happen that day or the day after, depending on the time. Then once the setting has been done, it then gets packaged up and sent to you. Now obviously if I'm waiting on any invoices to be paid or any information back from yourselves, or if it's linked to another one of another order, then say you've ordered here, then you've ordered later on in the week, in the week, and you want them joint, then it will be 14 working days from the recent order, not from the first order. So then it's sent out then. So now this can take up to 14 working days. I do obviously try and get everything out as quick as I possibly can, but as it is just me who actually does the making of the jewellery, like a week like I've had this week, for example, where I had to have Tuesday off because of the meeting and some of Wednesday as well. And then because Aaron's crash happened yesterday, that's technically 3 days where I've managed to do not a lot, but that wasn't planned in. So this weekend I'll be trying to catch up, but I've also got to look after the kids and Aaron. So it's one of those, I'm not trying to make excuses. It would still hopefully be sent out within 14 working days. Just sometimes if you ordered on a Tuesday, it will be shipped by the Friday, or it may be shipped the following Wednesday, depending on what's in the order as well. I've sort of given you so much information there, but I hope that makes sense, my lovely. So hopefully it will be sent out quite quickly soon for you. adding orders. Well, that is the thing. If you add orders, it just kind of, I sort of try and send it out for you. But if I see another one, obviously I do try to then add it on so you guys, because if I end up sending it out and then you've ordered in between that stage, I then obviously have to charge you postage again. So I try to, if I've seen you've ordered and obviously want to add to it, I then do hold it back, even if it is ready to go. So it's one of those, it depends on what you guys would prefer. Yes, and half term now. My kids broke up today, so it is half term now, which is quite nice as well, because it does mean, obviously Aaron's at home, but yeah, I don't have to do the school runs. Right, shall we carry on? And Lindsay Kinlock, you are up next, and I've just seen, Lindsay, that you've commented, so let me just read this. You're here, and thank you for the email address there. With your own chilled out cat, Cleo, she's picked the angry... Hang on, she's picked the angry cat and I picked the witch. Oh, love that. Not sure you spotted you twice on the order list. You have a completed loyalty card. I have got your loyalty card. I don't have you twice. Oh. No, that's a different Lindsay K. Oh, bless you. Yep, no, I've got your loyalty card with this one here already. That's a different Lindsay K. So, yeah, it does look like you're twice on the order list, bless you. I maybe should have put on the next couple of letters so you guys could could tell between the two. But no, I have got it here. So let me read that again. You would like to have the angry cat for Cleo and the witch. So let's go across to Mim. Angry cat and witch. So the witch here. And angry cat. Oh, bless you, Penny. Well, as soon as, hopefully everything will get sent out come Monday or Tuesday. So, angry cat and witch. We'll do the angry cat first for your Cleo. So in here, you've got a crystal pendant. Now this is a warrior crystal pendant and it is the green heart. So it's the peridot colour. So it's a gorgeous lighter green and it will be brighter green in flashes as well. So hopefully you can see it's a gorgeous, it is almost like an apple green kind of colour. And then I know it looks really quite light there, but that's actually just because of the whiteness of the card behind and the light as well, double whammy. Whereas if we hold it forward, you should be able to see. Let me show you. That green there is the true green of the pendant. That slightly brighter green. It's just like I say, because of the card. But gorgeous warrior green heart here. So it's got the warrior bale on him. This one does come with one oyster opening and you can have your pearl on or off the jewellery there. However, we'll go across to Mim's Pot of Mischief and see what she's got to say. Receive a chain with your order. Okay, so that means you get to keep this item and it comes with a chain. So you can either let me know now if you're happy to do so, or you can email me with what chain length and style you would like. So we've got 16 to 26 inches in the trace chain, 16 to 24 inches in the curb chain, and 16 to 24 inches in the snake chain. So just let me know which one you would like, and yeah, I'll add that on for you. So that's the one from your cat. So from the angry cat, sorry, and that will be one oyster opening with that one. If we open up your witch as well. Oh, I'm not going to show you that. Can you just so I can write this down. So with the crystal heart, we're going to have a 24 snake. Of course, that's okay. And let me just write down as well. Free chain from Mim. Okay, so I did pull this out, and you've actually got a cage pendant from the witch here. And this is the dove cage pendant. So this one again comes with one oyster opening, and then with it being a cage pendant, you can swap and change the pearls around at home if you've got any loose ones at home. So it holds one pearl here. So as you can see over, it's a dove. Oh my gosh, I can't talk tonight. Dove, almost like the silhouetted outline of the dove there. Now that background circle you can see, that's where your pearl sits. So it will be in the centre of that dove. Now if we flipped this around, let me make this chain slightly looser so we can flip it around. It does have the circling on the back, so you could wear it this way round if you wanted to. But the main detail is that way round there. Now, if we go back across to Mim though, and see what she's got to say. Now they are quite sparse in there, just because I still haven't, before I show you this, I'll show you, I still haven't put all the cards in. So we're still going through the other cards because we don't want to sort of get too many repeats. So we're getting all new cards as well. So it's quite fun to see what's left and what's going to come out. And then we've got new cards to add in after as well, so that's all exciting. Now with this one, you've got change your pearls for shades of blue. What's that? Oh, I was like, what is that? That's a piece of Mim's clothing there. Freaked me out then. What's that? Yeah, it's just a piece of Mim's clothing, so that's fine. So change your pearls for shades of blue. That means you get to keep this cage pendant, so I hope you're happy with that one. And whatever pearls come out of your second oyster would have to change for shades of blue, whether that's one pearl or if it's multiple pearls, you have to change them all for shades of blue. Okay. So that's the second oyster we open, we have to do that with. And then you, of course, have got your loyalty card as well. So that's 3 oysters all together, my lovely. Yep, I've still got openings for today. So if anybody would like to order, you'll still be added on for today. That's not a problem at all. And I'll do an updated order list as and when I can. Okay. Definitely still space available. I think Aaron's glad that I'm working because I've been mother henning him all day. So I think he's quite having a nice little relaxing time walking around without me telling him to go and sit down. So this middle oyster here is your oyster number 2. So whatever comes out of this one is the one we have to change for shades of blue. Now, would you like to keep or donate your shells, Lindsay? And is there certain colours you're hoping for? Mystery oyster number 1. Lighter pop there. And there's your mother of pearl. I'm just going to pop this to the side. However, if you'd like to keep them, I'll bring it back again. Now I can see here, no way, quinting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Donate the shells, perfect. You've got 5 pearls in your first oyster there. There's no more in that one. So you've got your cage pendant and you've got your crystal heart pendant, and you've already got 5 pearls, so quinting to start with. Now these pearls, you can keep these colours or you can change them, so it's going to be up to you of these ones. So you've got a pastel gold, a sea green, which is a silvery sea green. You've got a blush pink, a lighter autumn peach, and a black. So pastel gold, silver sea green, blush pink, autumn peach, and a black. Now, second oyster, whatever comes out of this oyster, we have to change for different shades of blue. You do get to pick the shades of blue though. So lighter pop there. And in here, there's a little bit of a pearl blister in there, but you can see there's no pearls at all. And I can see multiple pearls there. You've got 1, 2, 3. Oh, the rain started again. There's no more in that one. So you've got 3 pearls here. So these 3 colours we have to change, my lovely. I will pop them underneath your first set. You've got a chocolate purple. So it's a base chocolate with the purple overtone. Then you've got a darker purple and a lemon yellow. Okay. And then moving on to your last oyster. So this one was your loyalty card. Lighter pop there. And in here, there's your mother of pearl. And if we have a squidge in here. Oh, oh, you've got a lilac purple. And there's no more in that one. Okay, so let me go through them again. Your top row you can keep or swap, it's up to you. Pastel gold, silver sea green, blush pink, autumn peach and a black. The second row we do have to swap for shades of blue, and that is a chocolate purple, then a darker purple and a lemon yellow. And then your lilac purple at the bottom you can keep or swap, that's up to you again. Now I will need to know if you'd like to have a pearl on the green crystal heart or not. If so, which colour on there? I hope you're happy though, Lindsay. And of course, what 3 shades of blue you would like to swap for. The gold is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. Sea green's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. Blush pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. Autumn peach is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. And the black is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He's a 7. Purple chocolate is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. Dark purple's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. Yellow's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He's an 8. And the lilac purple's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He's a 7. Swap the blush pink for unusual two-tone pearl and black for an unusual apple green. Yeah, should we go for that one? I think this is one like I showed, similar to what I showed earlier. I'll show you in a second. And you would like a green and a unusual two-tonal pearl. Okay, so have a look at these ones here. I think I saw a comment about the blues as well, but I'll go back up in a second and have a look for that. So the apple green, I've got you a gorgeous bright apple green, just because I think this one will go over the pendant if you wanted to have one on the pendant. But as you can see, he's got darker green splodges to him, if you like, so darker spots. So bright base with the even darker areas. And then the two-tonal one, I've got you a coral, but then he's got this dark purple area. So bright coral with a dark purple spot, if you like, to him. What do you think to those two? Oh gosh, Bronny, I hope you get that soon. I hope you're okay. Linda, I hope you feel better soon. Love them, and green on the pendant. Okay. I can't seem to find your comment about the blue pearl, my lovely. So with the three middle pearls, so the three middle row, we do have to swap for shades of blue. Now, oh, hang on, I've just found it. A light blue, do you have a blue close to sea blue? I know they're rare, and also Smurf or Sky. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take those three pearls away and your two ones we've swapped out already. And then let's have a look to see what we can do here. A light blue and a Smurf or Sky blue. I don't have a Smurf blue. Actually, you know what I found today? This one here, I'll show you. It's a two-tonal Smurf and Pepsi blue. So it's sort of in the between. And then a lighter blue. I'm actually just going to see in here. That one's a sky blue. Again, it's slightly two-tonal. But let me show you, and then you can have a little look. So I actually grabbed you. Let's bring back to the normal comments so I can see if you comment. There we go. So this one is a sea blue. It looks very similar to the sea green, but he definitely has got blue in him. This one is a sky blue, but he is two-tonal. So just there, if you can see, it goes, so sky blue, just goes slightly brighter in areas. And then this one is a two-tonal Pepsi and Smurf blue. So as you go around, it sort of just moulds in between the two colours. What do you think to those three? Again, we can definitely swap them if you're not happy with those. They're perfect. Okay, so let me just bring you back up. And just to confirm, you'd definitely like to have the apple green on the heart. Is that correct? Like I said, I went through my my pearls, my swaps. So I've got sort of all the colours which I've got available, I've got with me. So if I don't have a colour, I don't have a colour in, or if there's still a waiting list for it at the moment. They're perfect. So I've got the apple green on the heart pendant, and then your loose pearls here for your cage. Let me just pop them all on here as well for you. Definitely the apple green. Perfect. So that's why I've sort of picked that deeper tone, because it just brings it out beautifully. So if I put the apple green on there. Okay. I hope you're happy with that then, my lovely. If I dive in here for your trick or treat, and you've got a trick with that one, so there's nothing else on the back there. But Lindsay, I hope you're happy with everything once it arrives. Oh, bless you, you didn't need to do that, but thank you for the stars. That's extremely kind of you. So yeah, I hope you'll be happy with everything, my lovely, and thank you for the donations with your shells. I'm just topping these back up again. Okie dokie. I'm just going to have a quick sip of my tea, because he did make it for me, so I'm gonna drink it. Oh gosh, Charlotte, I hope you're okay. Lots of rest, and I hope you feel better soon. I'm not too bad, thank you. Star, bless you. Thank you for the stars there as well. Katie, I have asked the question to my supplier. I don't have an answer just yet. They inject the colours into the pearls for them to absorb the colour. They are cultured oysters. That's as much as I know regarding that question at the moment. Where are we? Oh, bless you, Charlotte. Well, I hope it's not too painful for you, my lovely. Up next today is Stella Taylor. Stella, are you here? Stella, hello. You've got 4 Mims spins, my lovely. So would you like to pick all 4 just to go with it that way? Or would you like, it's up to you. Or just give me 2 names and we'll do 2 and 2. I'm very happy to do all 4 if you know which 4 characters you would like. So we'll go across to Mim and then, yeah, which ones would you like, my lovely? It's on your order. Have I missed something? Let me have a look for you. Oh, you've already said. I'm so sorry. I've just seen it. Okay, so it says here you'd like the cat, the witch, the bat and the ghost. So the cat, sorry my lovely, cat, witch. Normally I highlight the extra additional comments. I just haven't highlighted it yet, so I missed it. I'm sorry. Cat, witch, bat, and ghost. Okay, so we're going to open them in that order as well, but let me just show you what we've got here. So cat, witch, bat and ghost. But I'm just going to pop your other ones next to me and we'll start with your cat first. So inside your cat you have got a crystal pendant. This crystal pendant can be found on the website and it is the dragon egg crystal pendant, and this one is called the Silver Shades or the Silver Night dragon egg crystal pendant. So from the front of the dragon egg it has got a silver crystal, which as you can see, depending on where the light hits it, it has that smoky coloured texture to it, so it gives that darker and light areas. Inside you've got this translucent crystal giving there is actually a almost like a carved out section giving the detail of the eggs, which is the translucent crystal. Then on the back you've got that mirrored silver, again with the translucent crystal in the centre. This one comes with one oyster opening, and you can have your pearl on or off the jewellery there. So that's your first one. But if we go back across to Mim and dive in with her pot of mischief, and you have got here, put that jewellery back, then pick 2 bags to choose which jewellery you want. So you can't keep that one, I'm afraid. That one's going to go back, and you need to pick 2 more bags and then choose between those 2 to which item of jewellery you would like. So if we go back across to Mim, so the bags that you've got here available are the Scary Pumpkin, the Toothy Pumpkin, the Waving Skeleton, and the Confused Pumpkin. So Scary Pumpkin, Toothy Pumpkin, Waving Skeleton, and Confused Pumpkin. Which 2 would you like? Scary and Toothy Pumpkin. So that one's the scary one, and then toothy one is that one there. So again, if I bring you back, so we're going to go through both of these, scary and toothy, and then you get to pick which one you would like to keep from these 2. So scary first. And you have got a pendant. Now this pendant does come with one oyster opening, and you can choose to have your pearl on or off the jewellery. And it's the hand in hand pendant. So overall it has got a heart outline which is bordered with zircon crystals. And then you've got a little hand holding on to the larger hand coming down from the top of the heart there. So hopefully you can see that detail. Larger hand coming in from this way, and then a smaller hand reaching up to hold that hand. Now if you choose to have the pearl on this jewellery, it does sit at the top and it can move around. So that is your pendant there, hand in hand pendant. Moving on to your second one, so this is the Toothy Pumpkin. And in here you've got a pair of earrings, and this is what I meant. I've got little pieces of paper in some of them to let me know what the items are. And this is the seashell earrings. Okay, so these are stud back earrings, and so stud back earrings, and the pearls do need to go on these earrings. These are gorgeous seashells. So lots of texture on these, and you can see the little hoops at the bottom. That's where your pearls will be hanging from. So this one would come with 2 oyster openings, and your pearls would definitely need to go onto the jewellery. So which one would you like, Stella? Would you like the pendant, which is 1 oyster opening and pearl on or off? It's up to you. Or would you like the earrings, which is 2 oyster openings and definitely pearls on? Can you have the pendant? You can indeed. So that's your first one. We'll pop him to the side. Okay, then moving on to your witch. Now before we open the witch, I am just going to top up the 3 bags that I've already opened, just in case Mim tells us that you need to pick some more bags. I would like to have them available for you. So if you just give me a moment, I'm just going to top these 3 back up. Obviously you guys can't see what I'm doing. Okay, let's just put them on here as well. That way it gives you more options in case Mim tells you to go back to the spinning tree. Okay, so inside your witch, we do have the order list on the page, Sandy. At the moment I've got an additional 3 people to add on to that order list. Now you've got a cage pendant here, Stella, with your second item. Now this cage pendant, I don't think it's on the website. I think it's sold out on the website quite quickly, this one. This is the twist cage pendant. So it does hold one oyster, no, sorry. It holds one pearl. And as you can see, your pearl will go in the centre. Now if I give this a little bit more slack here and turn this around, it's the same all the way around with those twisted details. Okay, so I hope you're happy with that one. As you know, with a cage pendant, you can swap and change the pearl around at home if you've got any loose pearls. But if we dive in with Mim and see what she's got to say, it says, I will send you a stinky oyster to open at home. So that means you get to keep the cage pendant and you get to have a stinky oyster as a bonus for at home. Okay, so you get to keep that cage pendant and you'll have a bonus oyster sent to you, my lovely. Now I'm just going to free up these cardboards. Moving on to your next bag, which is the bat. So inside your bat, and you've got another pendant. So this pendant does have matching earrings on the website. Okay, so this one can have one pearl on the jewellery, so it comes with one oyster opening, and you can have the pearl on or off, and it actually has multiple places for that pearl to go as well. So this is the wolf's love pendant. Now as you can see, it's two wolves nose to nose. Their heads give the outline of the heart there. Now you can have the pearl hanging from the bottom of the heart here, or you can have the pearl sitting at the top there and it sort of sits in between the two faces there. Okay, so if you want the pearl on, you can pick which place, or you don't have to have the pearl on the jewellery and you can have the pendant as it is. But again, before we get comfortable with that one, we've got to go back across to Mim, and in here we have got have a bonus watermelon pearl. So again, you get to keep that pendant and you get a bonus watermelon pearl. So this watermelon, you'll be able to have on or off of your jewellery. It's up to you. It's just a bonus one. It's just you cannot swap this one out. Okay, so I've given you a bright, deep watermelon here. So you can do anything with this one, just not swap the pearl out. So that's your bonus pearl. So I hope you're happy with that. And I hope you're happy with the pendant as well. And then moving on to your last choice, which is the Hungry Ghost here. So in here, you're ending with a pendant. You've had all four pendants. This one's got the wording in, so it's got the name of the pendant in again for me. And again, this one can have the pearl on or off the jewellery. So that again is going to be your choice. And it would come with one oyster opening. Now this is the feather pendant. So if I show you here, lots of detail on this feather. I'm hoping you're going to be able to see. It is a double-sided pendant as well. So you've got the detailing on the front and on the back here. And if you chose to have your pearl on this one, it would be at the top there. But again, before we get comfortable with that one, we do need to go back across to Mim. I'm just going to grab a chunk, if you like, and then there we go. Oh, so choose. You can either keep this pendant here and have an extra oyster opening, then of course keep all the pearls, or you get to pick again from the tower and then choose either this item or your new item. Okay, so pick, would you either like to have an extra oyster opening, or would you like to pick another character and then choose between the jewellery? What do you think? Oh, nearly knocked the sand over. That is a hard choice. It just depends. Oh, can you pick the skeleton? Of course we can. Let's go back across. Is the skeleton available? He is indeed. So he is here. So you're going to be able to pick either this feather pendant or whatever is inside here. You've got a bracelet. Now this is the oval Belcher bracelet. So this is a 925 silver bracelet. It is 7.5 inches long and it is a Belcher linked bracelet. So all the links are the same size and shape, and you can have a pearl on any of the links, and this one is a charm bracelet, so you can put charms which have got the lobster fittings on. So would you like to have the pendant, the feather pendant, or would you like to have the bracelet? Which one would you prefer? So both of them do come with one oyster opening, and with both of them you can choose to have a pearl on or off the jewellery. Can you have the feather? Of course you can. Okay, so that means let me just take that piece of paper out of there. That means you've got a feather pendant, the wolf's love pendant, you've got the hand in hand pendant, and the twist cage pendant. So that's 4 oyster openings altogether. And then these 3, I'm going to need to know if you'd like pearls on or off, and then if on, of course, which colours. Now, Mim hasn't said anything about colour swaps, so it does mean that whatever colours come out, you can, of course, swap them if you wanted to. Okay, so 1, 2, oh, let me just move that out of the way. 3 and 4. On and donate. Okay, perfect. So if we're having pearls on, just let me know. We'll go through at the end and we can go through and you can let me know which pearl colour you'd like on which item. That's not a problem. So, oh, your first one is a clapper. Just let me grab that. So you can see here, he's actually opened up. Just means I don't need to pop him. So I would be able to hopefully, yep, open him up beautifully. Now, there is your mother of pearl. And I can see a darker pearl at the bottom here. And there's no more in that one. So this one looks like he's a darker chocolatey olive. Oh, he is. So he's a base chocolate, but he's got a gorgeous olive overtone. Of course, you've got your watermelon pearl in there as well. So beautiful chocolate olive pearl here. Let's move these up to the top. Okay. Moving on to oyster number 2. So donate means that the shells go to my mum's nursery. So I clean up the shells, I sanitize them, and they go to the nursery, who go to the children who use them in different activities. So it's just like a second, so they're not just getting thrown away, if you like. They are, I don't want to say going to a good home, but they are going to a good home, even if they don't make it through. Because they'll get used for collages and learning about the world and textures. So there's your mother of pearl, your second oyster. And in here I can see a pearl right at the top there. So if I squidge him out and then have a squidge in here, there's no more in that one. Now this one's quite dark, possibly a black, but I think he's more, I am going to say a gunmetal grey. He's almost black. He does have sort of more of a slight grey tinge to him there, so darker gunmetal grey. Moving on to your third oyster, you've got a lighter pop there. And in here, this one's got a little bit of a pearl blister on that side, but you can see there's no pearls there. And in here, I can see a couple of pearls there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You are quinting. You have got 5. Wow, wow, wow. You've got 5 pearls in that oyster. And you've got a two-tonal pearl as well. So this one is a two-tonal gold. So if I, let me get that focused. So lighter and overall brighter, just slightly lighter areas. You've got a black here. So hopefully if I just pop it next to that, sit next to it for a second, can you sort of see the difference there? So black, you've then got a sea green, a blush pink, and then this one here is an autumn peach with like a green tinge to him at the bottom there. So autumn peach, but at the bottom a green sort of section to him. So two-tonal gold, black, sea green, pink, and a two-tonal autumn peach with a splash of green. And then you've still got one oyster to go. So moving on to your last oyster, Stella. Oh, double pop there. Oh, and in here there's a little bit of flesh coming off there, but we can definitely see there's no pearls on that side. And straight away we can see a lighter pearl down the bottom, so I'll squidge him out. And then if I have a squidge in here, there's no more in that one. And this one is a bridal white. Okay. Now with all of these, you can swap any of them apart from the watermelon if you wanted to. And then like I say, I'll go through all the pendants and you can let me know which colours you'd like where. So from the top, you've got autumn peach, a chocolate olive green, darker gunmetal grey, two-tonal gold, a black, sea green, blush pink, autumn peach with a splash of green, and then a bridal white as well. So if I run them through the board quickly for you, your watermelon is, oh, he's a runaway, not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Olive green's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. Gunmetal grey's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. Two-tonal gold's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Your black's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he is a 7.5. Sea green's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. And your blush pink's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Autumn peach with a splash of green's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. And last but not least, your bridal white's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Okay, so first of all, are you happy with all of those colours? And then if so, we'll go through the pendants for you. If not, I'll swap them and then go through the pendants. So it's up to you, my lovely. What do you think? So if you're happy with the colours here, shall we do these two pendants first? I'm just going to write these down. So we've got the feather pendant and we've got the wolf pendant. We've got the hand in hand pendant, and then we've got your cage as well. Unusual two-tonal grey. I actually did a pot of silver and greys earlier. Look at this one. So let me see if we've got a two-tonal one. So you'd like to swap, oh, that one there straight away. Let me show you that one. Oh. So swap the two-tonal autumn peach for a two-tonal grey. So this one here is lighter, and can you see that already? Lighter and darker. So if I just reposition how I'm holding it. So overall it's that lighter grey, then he's got that gorgeous darker area down the front there. Would you be happy with that one? And then if so, we're going to pop that one on the wolf pendant here. What do you think to that one? I'm just having a sip of my tea, that's why I've just popped that down quickly. And the gold on the feather plus white on the hands. Okay, so let me bring you back across to me, and then I can just go through this. So we've got that two-tonal silver on the wolf. You'd like to have the gold on the feather, and then the white on the hand on hands. Okay, I'm just going to write that down for you as well. So feather is gold, wolf is silver, hand on hand is white. Then of course you've got your cage pendant where you can swap and change all of your other pearls around in. And then of course I'm going to send you that stinky oyster, Stella. So you'll also have the pearls from your stinky oyster for your cage pendant as well. I hope you're happy with everything there. Let me do your trick or treat. So in here, your trick or treat, and you have got a trick there. So there's nothing there. But Stella, I do hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives, my lovely. And of course, thank you for the donations with your shells as well, my lovely, as well. Okay. I'm just topping these up. There we go. Okay. Perfect. They are all ready to go. Oh, you're very, very welcome. And no, you're very welcome. You don't need to say thank you for being patient. I'm here to do whatever you guys would like to do. And yeah, it's not a problem. Right, up next then today is Kathy Rax. Kathy, are you here? I like showing it off as well, Linda. It's quite nice to show it. I did, Kathy, and yes, it's okay. And I apologise that I didn't get back to your email. I honestly thought I did. So what we'll do is you'll have an email. So we'll still do the openings today. Are you happy? Basically, are you happy to do it this way and then you'll have all the openings? Or did you want to cut the openings in half and then I'll sort that out with you over the weekend, money-wise? It's up to you. Does that make sense? Just because, obviously, yeah, it's up to you. Does that make sense? And which way round you'd like to do it? Oh, Laura, bless you. Thank you for the stars, my lovely. It's very kind of you. So yeah, either way, Kathy, it's completely fine with me and it's very doable. I just need to know if you'd like to carry on with the order as it is, or we can obviously just amend it slightly, and we can do half the openings. You only need 4 oysters. So yeah, what we'll do is we'll just do it with half the openings, and then it may not be tomorrow just because I've got Aaron's family coming to visit him tomorrow. So it just depends how much I can squeeze it into the morning before they come, bless them. But over the weekend I can sort of sort that out and send over. It'll be classed as a refund, but you know what I mean. I'll send it back over. Then that way we just need to do the 4 openings. Yeah, does that make sense? So if I just make a note here. Oh, it'll definitely be this weekend, my lovely. I just can't promise it'll be in the morning. It might be in the morning. Who knows? Depends on how early. Oh, it's crazy this week. It's very busy this weekend, but yeah, it will definitely be this weekend. So 4 oysters altogether then, my lovely. Donate the shells. Is there certain colours you're hoping for? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Can you ask a question? Yes, yeah. I don't know. Basically, I've said at the start, Stella. Aaron was in. There was a storm yesterday, wasn't there? Yesterday morning, and Aaron was driving to work. Luckily, he dropped my daughter off at school 15 minutes beforehand. So luckily, she was not in the car. But he was driving to work in the storm, and the car, I think it's called the hydroplated, so the water surface on the road, his front wheels lost traction on the road and started going over to the other side of the road. So he tried to, I know you're meant to steer into it, but he tried to correct the car, which made the back end of the car spin out, and then the car flipped and rolled, and then he ended up in a bush, just thankfully missing a tree as well. So he's obviously crashed his car. So he's okay. Hydroplane, thank you, Luke. Yeah, so he's okay. He's come out with bruises and he's got a splint on his wrist. So he is okay. It's just I'm a little shaken up today. He's okay, but I'm not asking him for teas and stuff because I'm looking after him. So yeah, his mum's coming down tomorrow. And yeah, so he's so lucky to be okay. But that's why I've sort of, this week's been sort of so yeah, everyone just be careful in the rain, please. It can happen to anybody that can. Like, it was just a normal road. Do you know what I mean? He wasn't speeding, no other cars thankfully were involved. But his car ended up on its side and he had to sort of climb out, and it was just but yeah, he's okay. He's okay. Right, sorry Kathy, let's go down. So mystery oysters. Lighter pop there. He did, Dixie, yeah, but I won't ask him for another one. I'm fine, to be fair. If I would like a drink, I can go and grab one, can't I? Right, here is your mother of pearl. He's just hurting a little bit with all his sort of whiplash and bruising today, but that's normal, the doctor said, so. Oh, right, okay, anyway, I can see straight away you've got a light, icy, oh, twinning. Let me just have a squidge. No, there's no more in that one. So you are twinning from your first oyster. Thank you, Linda. So twinning with icy blues. Now visually, the one on this side is just the slightest brighter blue. Gorgeous twinning blues there. Moving on to oyster number 2. Now this one is a slight clapper. I squeezed him anyway just so, oh, I think I saw a pearl then. Just see if it would release any more. Oh, Dixie, it's scary stuff, isn't it? It's just, all I can say is everyone please be super careful in the rain. Because it's, yeah, scary stuff. Now in here, Kathy, I can see a couple of pearls. 1, 2, 3, 5, 3, 4. It counted ahead. You are quinting. This is what, the 3rd quint oyster today, maybe the 4th. There's no more in that one. Let me dry this up for you. So in here, beautiful colours. You've got a autumn peach, a pinky watermelon, a TARDIS Pepsi blue, Two-tonal apple green. So if I just readjust how I'm holding him, your green's got some brighter green spots on him. So two-tonal apple green, and then a darker gunmetal grey. So autumn peach, watermelon, I'm going to say more of a Pepsi blue actually, two-tonal apple green and a gunmetal grey. Moving on to your next oyster, Kathy. Oh, gorgeous pop with that one. And straight away down the bottom there, I can see, there's your mother of pearl. Straight away down here, you are twinning. And these are darker chocolate pearls. There's no more in that one. So second set of twins. All multiple oysters so far. Now those are nice sized chocolates as well. And then moving on to the last oyster, so the fourth oyster. Lighter pop there. And in here, there's your mother of pearl. One, two, three. And there's no more in that one. So you have triples. You have got 3 pearls in your oyster there. So lots and lots of pearls, Kathy, to choose from here. So that you've got a lemon yellow, a apple green and a blurple, which is a mix between a blue and a purple. So from the top, twinning icy blues, one slightly brighter than the other, but only just. Then you've got autumn peach, watermelon, Pepsi blue, two-tonal apple green and a darker gunmetal grey. Twinning chocolates, and then lemon yellow, apple green and a blurple. Now, if you would like to decide the colours now, today, that's perfect. Let me know. If you prefer to have a think about it, Kathy, and email me, that's not a problem as well. So I'll need to know which 4 colours you'd like on the jewellery, and of course we can swap them if you're not happy. So if I run them through the board, the brighter blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5. His twin's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5, so they are measuring the same size there. Autumn peach is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. The watermelon's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. Pepsi blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. And the two-tonal apple green's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He's an 8. The darker gunmetal grey is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. And then chocolate number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. And chocolate number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He's an 8. So the chocolates are measuring slightly different sizes. The lemon yellow is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He's an 8. Apple green's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. And your blurple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5 as well. So the blues on the dragon, and then silver on the other. Now let me grab my silvers. Hang on, we're swapping the two-tone apple and the coral. So do you mean, when you say coral, Do you mean the autumn peach or the watermelon? So autumn peach or watermelon, which one would you like to swap out? The watermelon, perfect. Okay, so if you can have a look at these silvers here, would you be happy with those two? So I've taken away these two and then I've added in those silvers there. Oh, well done you, Sue. They're lovely, perfect. I'm just going to bring you back up, so then I'll pop these in here and then your other pearls in here. So Kathy, you will hear from me, you'll definitely hear from me over the weekend, and I'll get that all sorted and processed for you there. And again, I apologise I didn't get back to you before. Okay, so I pop these in here. So just to confirm, you've got icy blue on the dragonfly and then silver on the other item. So I'll still start processing the pearls through whilst we're emailing as well. Okay, let's do your trick or treat, my lovely. So in here, your trick or treat, and you have got a trick. There's been a few tricks today, but that, again, that does mean that there's nothing on the back of that card. Kathy, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives, and I've popped that up there for you. Not at the moment, Sue, no. Yeah, she hasn't been helping for the last couple of months. She may hopefully come back again over Christmas. But yeah, at the moment it's just me again. So yeah, please, I'm doing my very, very best. It's just been an extremely hectic week this week. Oh, but it's like I said before, it's half term week coming up. Aaron's going to be working from home, and then so it should be slightly easier to hopefully just catch up with everything. Oh, bless you, Kathy. Right, up next then today is Lindsay Kirtley. Lindsay, are you here? Sophie, she's doing really well. Really, really well. She's on half term at the moment. She's in a different county to me. She was here earlier, but because she works so hard, she can't always make it to the end of the lives at the moment, bless her. And too right, she works extremely hard during the day. Lindsay, hello, my lovely. Sorry, I didn't realise on the order list there was 2 Lindsay K's. If in the future, I will try to keep an eye out for double names, and then that way I can put a few extra letters so you guys will know whereabouts you are. So I apologise for that, my lovely. However, you do have 2 Mims spins. So if we take you across to Mim, which 2 characters would you like? Oh, bless you, Luke. Can you have the confused pumpkin and the hungry ghost? You can indeed. So the confused pumpkin is this one, and the hungry ghost is this one. So let's bring you straight across here. Confused pumpkin and hungry ghost. We'll open up the confused pumpkin first. So in here, you've got a pendant. Now with this pendant, the pearl would definitely need to go onto the jewellery. So this would come with one oyster opening, and then the pearl will get set right in the centre here. I'll show you once I've popped this pearl on the card. So it is the turtle pendant. So you can see here, the pearl would be set in the centre of the turtle's back. So then it is like the pearl would be the shell of the turtle. I like to think that he's biting onto the chain there, because you've got his little eyes at the top. So I like to think that that is almost biting onto the chain to hold on. So yeah, your pearl will be sitting at the back there. On the underside, he's got a textured belly. It's 95 silver stamp on his leg there. I hope you're happy with that one. But before we get too comfortable, if we go across to Mim's Pot of Mischief, what I'm just going to do is, there we go, I just lined them all up again. So, I just grab one, there we go, and in here, receive a chain with your order. So that means you get to keep this pendant, and you get to get a chain with your order as well. So if you could let me know what chain and style you would like, Lindsay. So if you're happy to let me know now on the live, that's perfect. Or if you prefer to let me know through email, that's absolutely fine as well. The chains we've got available are a trace chain, which is 16 to 26 inches, curb chain, which is 16 to 24 inches, or a snake chain, which is 16 to 24 inches. So I hope you're happy with that pendant, and let me just write this down here. And then you get to have the hungry ghost. So with your hungry ghost, you have got a pair of earrings. Now these are the swing triangle earrings. So these earrings you can have with so these ones are interchangeable. Okay, so this means that you can have these earrings where you can wear them just as the studs on their own. So pearl stud earrings, normal studs. So the back section comes off and you can just put a normal butterfly on the back. Okay, or you can add this swing section in. So as you can see, the swing section is attached to this section of the butterfly, which clips onto the back of the stud earring and then swings forward. So at the front of the earring, you'd have your pearl at the front of your ear, and then underneath the lobe, you would have this triangle design. So it would swing around the back and then come round to the front of the lobe. Now the good thing about this is, like I said, you can wear the earrings just as studs. You can wear them with the swing triangle section, and also if you've got any of the pearl studs at home, you'll be able to swap and change them around in here as well. So they are interchangeable with other earrings. So I hope you're happy with those. But again, if we go across to Mim and see what she's got to say. And in here, Put the jewellery back. You cannot keep those. Put the jewellery back, then pick 2 bags to choose which jewellery you would like. So we've got to put these back, and then you've got to pick which 2 characters you'd like, and then you've got to pick between those 2 items of which ones you'd like to keep. So if we go back across to Mim, which 2 characters would you like? And 24 Trace, that's perfect. I've just wrote that down. Cat and bat. Cat and bat. So here they are. So we'll get these both out, and then whatever is in here you get to pick between the 2. So in your cat, you've got the Pops bracelet. So this is an adjustable silver bracelet. So at the front of the bracelet it comes with 1 oyster opening, and your pearl gets set on the jewellery. So it will have, as you can see there, you've got a circle encrusted circle border, and your pearl gets set in the centre of that circle. Now, like I said, this is an adjustable bracelet. So you've got this heart section here, and you just hold on to the 2 ends and make sure it's not twisted. Obviously when it's on the wrist it wouldn't be twisted. There we go. And then you pull the heart to make it smaller, or obviously pull the heart to make it longer. You then have these 2 longer tails, so this is also part of the bracelet to have that longer section, and you've got 2 crystals at the bottom there as well. So your first option is the Pops bracelet, and then with the bat, you've got a second bracelet. So it's a battle of the bracelets. Now this one is the Love of Our World bracelet. Now this one is a black cord adjustable bracelet. So again, it's adjustable by pulling the knots to make it bigger, or you pull both of the knots to make the bracelet itself smaller. So if I just show you, it can go quite small there. Okay. Now this one again comes with 1 oyster opening, but you can choose whether to have the pearl on or off the jewellery with this one. And it is the heart, and then you can see it's got the map of the world in the heart. If you choose to have the pearl on the bracelet, it would go to the one of the sides of the heart there. Which bracelet would you like, Lindsay? You've got the Pops bracelet or the Love of the World bracelet. Which one would you prefer? Can you have the Pops bracelet? Of course you can. Let me just pop this one in here. So that means you've got the turtle pendant and the Pops bracelet, both of which come with 1 oyster opening, and with both of them the pearl does need to go onto the jewellery. So I'll definitely need to know which colours you would like where. Okay, so would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? Oh, bless you, Lindsay. They are both lovely. It is, again, it's all personal preference, which is why I love my job. Right, oyster number 1. You've got a lighter pop there. There's your mother of pearl. And in here, oh, you've got a blue that's popped out the bottom there. And there's no more in that one. So your first pearl out is a icy blue. And then moving on to your oyster number 2, you've got a lighter double pop there. And in here, there's your mother of pearl. And you've got a darker pearl there. So if I squidge him out, he looks like he's a dark, deeper silver pearl. And there's no more in that one. Okay, so an icy blue and a darker silver. I'll need to know which pearl you'd like on which item of jewellery. And again, if you're not happy, we can swap them for you. Let me run them through the board for you. So the icy blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And the silver is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Of course you can. So blue on the pops bracelet, and then let's, oh, that, I want that one, please. Okay, so we're going to have sea green on the turtle. Just have a look for that me there. Are you happy with that green? Oh, no, silver wants to be seen. There we go. I'm just going to bring you back up, but if that's not correct, please let me know and I will do so. So on the turtle we're going to have green, and on the bracelet we're going to have the blue. Lovely, lovely. Right, let's pop these in here. I hope you're happy with that then, Lindsay. And then of course you've got your free chain as well. So I've got down the 24-inch trace with that. If we do your trick or treat as well, and in here you have got a trick. There's so many tricks coming out today. Again, I don't put them back in until the end of the live. So these are, and yeah, there's just a, it's just bad luck so far. But Lindsay, I hope you're happy, like I said, and thank you ever so much for donations with your shells. I'm just topping these up for you as well. Okay, that means up next today is Rachel Spratt. Rachel, are you here? There we go. You're very welcome, Lindsay. Rachel, hello, hello, hello. So you do have a MIM spins. Let's go across. You'd like to donate your shell, so thank you very much for that. And you'd like to have the waving skeleton, which is right at the front here. So if we bring you back across, Rachel, and in here you have got a crystal pendant. This one would come with one oyster opening, and you can choose whether you'd have your pearl on or off the jewellery. I actually am, Sarah, like my tongue is really dry. I think I might have to run in and get a drink soon, even if it's a glass of water, because honestly I was literally just thinking my tongue is like going to start sticking to my mouth. Does that make sense? Maybe that's too much information. Oh gosh. Right, Rachel. This crystal pendant is not on the website yet. It's on a long drop bail, and it is the diamond or kite shape crystal here. So you can see it's quite a nice thickness, and it's in a clear crystal. So you can see it's the clear crystal is going to go with any colour of clothing or anything that you wear, and of course any colour pearl if you choose to have a pearl on there. However, if we go back across to MIM, oh Rachel, that's so kind of you, but honestly I am okay. It's okay, my lovely. So in here, receive a pair of crystal stud earrings. So that means you get to keep the pendant, and then if I do some crystal stud earrings, I've got them all down here. I'm not actually looking. I'll just dive into this special drawer I've got under here, and you've got these ones here. So this is 925 silver, 8mm crystal. Now this is the darker silver colour. So again, these are going to go with any colouring. So these are 8mm crystal pearls. So I hope you're happy with that as a little bonus there from MIM. And again, that means you get to keep that crystal pendant. So I hope you're happy with this as well, Rachel. Now that comes with one oyster opening. So you've said you'd like to donate your shells. Is there a certain colour that you're hoping for? And would you like, are you thinking to have your pearl on or off the jewellery? So mystery oyster. You've got a lighter pop there. And in here, there's your mother of pearl. And if we have a squidge in here, ooh, you've got a darker pearl. And there's no more in that one. Yes, indeed. Some of them are slightly trickier to open. I think it's just the nature of it. Now this one is a two-tonal chocolate and purple. We can definitely see this is a base chocolate, and in areas of this one we can see, Rachel, that he does have flashes of purple to him. Now this is to go on or off your pendant, and if you're not happy with the colour, we can of course swap him for you. If I run him through the board, he's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a, oh, I'm sorry, it's a runaway, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. So you're thinking pearl on the jewellery. What do you think to the colour? Are you happy to keep him, or would you prefer to swap him for a different colour? Black cherry, of course I do. Let's bring you across. Now I can go darker than this black cherry I've got here. It's up to you. So that's sort of a mid-range black cherry, I would say. So I can go darker, or of course go lighter into the burgundy reds. That one's perfect. Perfect. So we're going to have that one on the jewellery. And then, of course, you've got those bonus earrings as well. Let me just write this down, though. Okay, so your trick or treat, Rachel. Oh no, that is one. I thought I had two then. So your trick or treat, you've got a treat. You've got a 15% off code for the website. So if you would like to order in the future, you'll have a 15% off code there, and that will get sent across for you over the weekend to the email address that's on the order form. I hope you're happy with that, and of course with everything. And I've popped that up there for you. You're very, very welcome, my lovely. Okay, perfect. And up next then today is Lorna Wilson. Lorna, that code will come in useful. You get to order again. Yes, but definitely the codes, they can be used straight away as soon as you receive them, or they don't have an expiry date, so you can hold on to them and then use them in the future. So yeah, it'll get sent across over the weekend for you, my lovely. Stella, ask away. What would you like to know? Lorna, hello, hello, hello. Oh, let me top this up first, Lorna. Bear with me. Oh, bless you, Bronnie. Honestly, I'm okay. I can deal with. Yeah. It's not an issue. Honestly, I'm fine. We all go to work and want a drink sometimes. Honestly, I'm okay. I had a tea literally not that long ago. Now, Lorna, I'm just waiting to see. Stella, are you asking now? Lorna, you do have a Mims spin. No, don't do that. I'll think the computer's, I'll think Facebook's frozen again or something. You haven't got a Mim spin. Let's go across to Mim. Which character would you like? Oh, bless you, Sarah. Stella, I like the silver, or for me personally, I'd go for like a midnight blue or a deep purple. Possibly, I think on the website it's pictured with a burgundy red as well. So I went for kind of darker but brighter shades, if that makes sense. But silver is one of the shades I would pick as well. I'm sure everyone else has got their own views, which might help you, my lovely. So Lorna, can you have the scary pumpkin, please? You can indeed. Here he is, Mr. Scary Pumpkin. So if I bring you back across in here. Oh, you've got a pair of earrings, Lorna. Now these are called the blue petal earrings. Now these are stud back earrings, and obviously with earrings it would come with 2 oyster openings, and the pearls would need to go onto the jewellery. So the pearls would get set right in the centre of the flower there, and these are, it's 925 silver, and the base of the flower's petals are silver, but you do have a bluey green enamel coating. You can sort of see it's two-tone, it's darker and gets lighter towards the edges in the petals there. And then of course your pearl would be in the middle. Now, I hope you're happy with those. So they are called the blue petal earrings, and we actually have a matching pendant to these on the website as well. But before we get comfortable with those, we do have to go back across to Mim and see what she's got to say. So, in which one? In here. No pearl swaps. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so what that means, because you've got earrings, is you get to keep the earrings. So I do hope you're happy with those. No pearl swaps means that normally with any other item, there's no pearl swaps. However, with earrings, obviously you're going to have 2 oyster openings. Now, if there's only 1 pearl in each oyster, you get to swap one of your pearls to match the other one of your pearls. So because, like I said, you've got earrings, you can swap one to match the other. If you get multiple pearls in the oysters, again, you can swap 1 pearl to match the others. It just means you're going to have more of a selection of colours. Okay, so it's no pearl swaps, but because it's earrings, you can swap one to get that matching pair. So you get to keep the earrings, but you don't get to swap the pearls. So I don't know what's better. Would you like to keep, or would you like to donate your shells? So there's 1. And 2. So mystery oyster number 1. You've got a lighter pop there. Donate the shells. Okay. And you are not to worry, my lovely, because there's your mother of pearl. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You are you are so lucky. You've got 5 from your first oyster. There's no more in there, meaning you get a 5 colour selection. So you can swap one of these to match. No, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, you've got 6. Ah, I don't know what 6 is. What is 6? You've got, oh my gosh, I miscounted. You've got a 6th funky shaped pearl. Oh, crazy. Let me show you. Okay, so you've got a sea green. No. Let me start again. You've got an apple green, a Pepsi blue, a watermelon, an autumn peach, a darker gunmetal grey, and then your 6th pearl is like a funky shaped pearl. It's almost like a it's not a rice pearl because it's not a shape of a rice pearl, but it's almost like an egg shape, and he's got these ridges going down and around the pearl there. It's like a rose gold ridged pearl, so it's quite an unusual shape for a pearl, or for my sorts of pearls that I sell. And then it's got the ridges going down. Tuplets. Oh, I love it. Okay, so I don't think we've had a 6 before. I don't actually know. I literally counted 5 and then didn't even realise. Apple green, Pepsi blue, watermelon, autumn peach, gunmetal grey, and a funky rose gold. I won't be able to match the funky rose gold in shape, but I would in shade, so in colour. Okay. Oh, And then moving on to oyster number 2. You've got a lighter pop there. And in here, there's your mother of pearl. And you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. And there's no more in that one. So you are quadding. Wow, 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 wow. So 6 pearls and 4 pearls. So you've got 10 pearls altogether from 2 oysters. With your second quad, you've got a blush pink, a lilac purple, a pastel gold, and a cream. Okay, now have a look at these. So bottom row, blush pink, lilac purple, pastel gold, and a cream. Now, like I said, there's no pearl swaps allowed with any of these. However, you're allowed to swap 1 pearl to match another pearl for your earrings if you wanted to have evens on your earrings. Of course, if you want to have odds on your earrings, that's absolutely fine, you can do so. So from the top, apple green, Pepsi blue, watermelon, autumn peach and gunmetal grey, a funky shaped rose gold, and then blush pink, lilac purple, pastel gold, and a cream. We're going to run them through the board and then let me know what you think and what you'd like to do. Your apple green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. The blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. Watermelon's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. The autumn peach, not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. And the gunmetal grey is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he is a 7.5. I will measure the rose gold. I'll measure the thickest point with it standing upwards. It's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. The blush pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Lilac purple's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Pastel gold's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. And then the cream is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. You can indeed. So we'd like to look at the purple and the green and the blue. So the lilac purple, the apple green, and the Pepsi blue. I'll just go through that again while I'm waiting to see what you'd like to do. So purple, green, Pepsi blue. What do you think? I'll show you your pearls again. Hang on. Ta-da! Swap the green for the blue, please, and those on the earrings. So, swap the cream for the blue. Okay, let me see if I've got a matching blue for you. Oh, bada bing, bada boom. Have a look at these ones for me. Oh, it's just slightly off. Sorry, let me move it over in the sand because I thought that was just the shadow from the dish. So that's your blue, and then let me get another blue. Okay, so these ones I don't think are... With the blue then, this one would be the closest blue I have. If not, these are all my blues. Like, I don't have any more blues elsewhere. So if you're not happy with this match here, because this one is your one, this one that I've added in, so that they are slightly different shades. Now we can wait for a blue like yours to come into my swaps available if you're happy to wait, or would you prefer like one of the other colours? But I'm afraid, I mean, I am a perfectionist and I hate to offer this, but I do want to offer it just in case you don't want to wait. Does that make sense? I mean, from indifferent ears, like from this distance, you're not going to know that they're different colours. It's only because I'm sort of taking it up close just so you guys can see. You're happy to have the two slightly different ones? Okay. Let me bring you back up. Okay, well, I'm glad you're happy with those. I mean, like I said, and once they're in different ears, you're not even going to notice. Like, I go out wearing, I have one rose gold and one chocolate bronze pearl in each ear. I mean, I don't think anyone's ever sort of caught me up on it. Like, why have you got two different pearl colours? Like, because they're normally only looking at one ear. It's just completely different. Right, let me just pop this on here. Lorna, if I do your trick or treat as well, and in here you have got a treat and you've got a 15% off code for the website. So if you would like to order in the future, you'll have a 15% off code you can use, and that will get emailed across for you over the weekend to the email address that's on the order form. I hope you're happy with that, my lovely. Thank you for the donations with your shells, and I've popped that up there for you. You're very, very welcome. Okay, that means up next then today is Linda Oddy. Linda, are you here? Oh, we'll be doing an updated order list very soon. So if anybody has ordered, you'll see whereabouts you are in that order list. I'll just start printing it off actually. You're very welcome, my lovely. Oh, no, of course, Lorna. I hope you have a good sleep and a good weekend. I'm just printing this off and I'm looking for Linda. Oh, Linda. Hello, my lovely. Hello, hello, hello. So you've got one opening altogether and you would like to donate your shells. Is there a certain colour that you're hoping for at all? So your mystery oyster, and in here, let's go down. So mystery oyster, you've got a lighter pop there. I am fine, thank you, Deanna. I hope you're well as well. Now there's a little bit on that side, Linda, but you can see there's no pearls there. I can, however, see a peeper on this side of the oyster, and you've got a brighter autumn peach. If I just have a squidge in here, there's no more in... Oh, just knocked the camera. No more in that one. I will be putting that camera back. Come here. Hello, Mr. Camera. Sorry about that. Oh, it's gone. Where was you sitting before? Okay, we'll leave it there. Okay, so darker autumn peach. Linda, what do you think to this one? Obviously, if you're happy with this one, that's perfect. If you're not happy, we can, of course, swap him for you. If I run him through the board, he's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Lovely colour. Just confirm for me, Linda, does that mean you're happy to keep that one? I'm going to bring you back up, but of course if you're not happy, shout out, let me know, we can swap him. Oh, why am I being so clumsy today? Oh, Deanne, that's good news for you, my lovely. Keep him? Okay, perfect. Linda, I hope you're happy with him then, with everything once it arrives. If I do your trick or treat for you as well. And in here, you have got a treat. You've got a 10% off code for the website. So if you would like to order in the future, you'll have a 10% off code you can use, and that will get emailed across for you to the email address on the order. Again, Linda, I hope you're happy, and thank you for your donations with your shells. I do, Laura. Yes, I do ship internationally. Up next today is Caroline Rensberg. Caroline, are you here? Caroline, hello, hello, hello. So I'm just updating my order list here. There we go. I'll update it for everybody else shortly. So Caroline, donate the shells and we'll see what comes out. So you've got 3 oysters altogether. So 1 and 2 and 3. Oh, let's get that one open the other way around. I've got some new scissors arriving. I know it's small things that make you happy, but these ones that keep getting stuck, and no matter how much I sort of clean them, I think they're just really old now. Sort of almost, yeah, I don't know what it is, but yes, I've got some new scissors arriving, so I'm very excited. So 3 oysters, donate the shells, and we're going to wait to see what colours come out. So as you can see here, here are your oysters. So oyster number 1, quite a nice sharp pop there. And in here, there's your mother of pearl. You can see that there's no pearls on that side. And if we have a squidge in here, ooh, you've got a lilac purple. There's no more in that one. So your first oyster has given you a gorgeous lilac purple. Moving on to your oyster number 2, we've got a softer pop there. And in here, again, there's no pearls on that side. And I can see straight away we've got a second lilac purple there. And there's no more in that one. Now this one is just slightly darker, I would say, than your first one out. So if I just pop, oh. Okay, so yeah, you can see a very, very slight difference. I've knocked the camera now, it's not going to like me, is it? There we go. A very slight difference with the shades there, but beautiful purples. And then moving on to your last oyster, slight double pop there. And again, a little bit of flesh on that side and a pearl blister, but there's no pearls there at all. And then if we have a squidge in here, you are twinning. And you're twinning with coral, no, cream pearls. I don't know where coral came from then. Cream pearls, they're just off-white, creamy coloured pearl. Now it does look like they're slightly different shades, but there's definitely not a lot in it. So 2 lilacs and twinning corals, which are visually different sizes as well. Caroline, what do you think to these? If you're happy with these colours, that's perfect. And as you know, if you're not happy, we can swap them for you. The slightly lighter of the lilacs is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Slightly darker of the lilacs is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5, so they are measuring the same size there. And then cream number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. And then cream number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5 as well. Not a problem, Cindy. I'll be doing an updated order list shortly. I think you're 2 people away, but I'll confirm in a moment. I was going to say they do left-handed scissors now, don't they? Love both. And you'd like 2 pairs of stud earrings, Caroline? Of course you can. Let me write that down for you. Okay, so you'll find that invoice that will come over to you to the email address on the order, and it will be over the weekend that invoice will get to you. Okay, but that's not a problem at all. You get a trick or treat as well. So with your trick or treat, you have got a treat, and you've got a 20% off code for the website. So if you would like to order in the future, you'll also have a 20% off code that you can use, and that will get emailed across over the weekend for you as well. Caroline, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives, my lovely, and that's safe up there for you. Now, let me just update the order list on the page, guys, and then I'll post it in the comments as well. So then, oh, where did that go? So then you can all see. Oh, bless you, Caroline. I will send over everyone's best wishes to him. I can't actually see him now, so I'm thinking he may have gone to bed, bless him. I hope he's gone to bed. He needs to be resting. Yeah, bless him. Right, so the order list now, there we go, I've just posted. So Irene J, Cindy B, Dixie S, Leslie J and Rebecca D. So 5 people on the order list at the moment, so that's not a long wait. If you would like to order, we do still have spaces available for today. So up next is Irene Johnston. Irene, are you here? Stella, if you email me the colour swap that you would like to do and the order number, and then I can do it that way if that's better for you. Sarah, I haven't had an order come through. Let me refresh it for you. I don't have an order from you, Sarah. Do you have an order number? A 5-digit order number. We've still got space available for today. I've just gone through. I haven't got it. Leslie. Oh, okay, Sarah. Okay, that's fine. So on the website, Laura, if you go onto the website from a desktop browser, so even if you're on a phone, if you change it to a desktop browser, in the top right hand corner of the website, there's a little drop down menu that you can then change the website and it converts it for you. So obviously you can pick US dollars or whatever currency you'd like to see, and then it will convert the whole website across for you from the British pound. Yep, Sarah, you are. I have got, let me just double check. Yeah, 23571. I've got you on there. Leslie J. It just reminds me when I call that name out that it's you, and you'll have to confirm the second part of the email address for me. So at the moment, I'm looking for Irene Johnson. Irene, are you here? I think I've just remembered I've got a drink in here. Oh, did I have it in here? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Do I? Because I had... Oh! Yes. I just thought to myself, hang on a minute, I didn't have that drink. I'm just going to have a drink. Ever so sorry. That's better. Okay. Oh, I feel better already. Sorry, I just suddenly remembered. Okay. Right, so if anyone can see Irene Johnson, please comment on her comments. It will bring it forward so I can see. And if Irene, you're here, please type I'm invisible because that will bring it forward so I can see as well. Irene Johnson, are you here? Right, I haven't seen her, so we're going to move on. If she does come on, we can add her in, but it will be to the end of the order list, which means up next is Cindy Brown. Cindy, are you here? Cindy, hello, hello, hello. Now, Cindy, you have got a Mim spin. So if we go across to Mim, which character would you like, my lovely? And would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? The skeleton and donate the shells. Perfect. So that's this one here, Cindy. And if I bring you down, so in your Mr. Waving Skellington, you have got a pendant. Now this is called the Hope Pendant. This one comes with one oyster opening, and the pearl would definitely need to go on the jewellery. Now this is, like I said, the Hope Pendant, and it is a almost like an infinity symbol, as it does have the entwined loops. It's all encrusted with zircon crystals, and your pearl is set right at the bottom of here, so the loop goes around the pearl and back up and round again. Okay, so your pearl gets set here and then surrounded by those crystals. I hope you're happy with that one, Cindy. But we do need to go back across to Mim to see what she's got to say. So if we dive in here, okay, so in here you have got receive a chain with your order. So that means you get to keep this pendant and you get to have a chain with your order. So I'll just write this down. Which chain would you like? You can either let me know now or if through email if you would prefer to. You can have 16 to 26 inches in a trace chain, 16 to 24 inches in a curb chain, or 16 to 24 inches in a snake chain. I hope you're happy with that. Which means this pendant comes with one oyster opening. So if I grab you your oyster, and you've said you'd like to donate your shells. So also, is there a certain colour that you're hoping for at all? 24 curb, that's perfect, Cindy, thank you. Okay, I've got that down for you. So mystery oyster, you've got a softer pop there. Oh, and you've got a runaway pearl here. He is, oops, sorry, he is a bridal white pearl. There's no pearls on that side. And then I'll just have a squidge. You have got 2, 3, and 4. Okay, Cindy, you are quadding with the runaway bridal white. Now, 4 pearls in one oyster. Only 1 pearl is needed for that pendant. So I'll just need to know which one colour you'd like on the pendant. Of course, all the other pearls are yours. It's just which one on there. You've got a pastel gold, a lilac purple, a bridal white, and a candy floss pink. Gold, lilac purple, bridal white, and candy floss pink. Again, of course, if you're not happy with these colours, we can swap them for you. If I run them through the board, the gold is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. The lilac purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. The bridal white is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And the candy floss pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. Oh, he's a tighter 7. lilac purple on the jewellery, perfect, and then the rest on jump rings. That's not a problem. Let me write this down for you. So we're going to have the lilac on there, and then you'd like to be invoiced for the rest on jump rings. Okay, now the invoice for the jump rings, that will get sent across for you to the email address that's on the order form, and that will be over the weekend. Okay, so if it doesn't come through tomorrow, don't worry, it will be on the way. It just may be on Sunday, just depending on tomorrow. So I hope you're happy with that, Cindy. If we do your trick or treat as well. So your trick or treat, and you have got a treat. You've got a 10% off code for the website. So if you would like to order in the future, you'll have a 10% off code you can use, and that will also get emailed across for you over the weekend. I hope you're happy with everything, Cindy, and thank you again for the donations with your shells. Okay, and that brings us up next is Dixie Sexton White. Dixie, are you here? Dixie, hello, hello, hello. I'm so excited. Can you keep your shells? Of course you can. Now, you've got 2 Mim spins, so let's go across to Mim for you, my lovely, and then you can let me know which 2 Mim's characters you would like to have. So you can see the characters flashing across the screen. They do have the names there if you'd like them. And then I can spin around and I can go through. So which 2 characters would you like? Oh, Hungry Ghost and Skellington. So the Hungry Ghost is here, and then the Skellington is, where is he? Oh, he fell off. He's here. I was like, where has he gone? Oh gosh. No, he was there. He just fell off when I'd moved him around. I didn't notice. So they're both here. So if we do your Hungry Ghost first for you. Okay, your first one is a crystal pendant. Now this pendant would come with 1 oyster opening, Dixie, and you can choose whether you have your pearl on or off the jewellery here. So that's going to be your choice. This one is the crystal spike black crystal pendant. I love this one because of the bail as well. So it's actually got a diamond, elongated diamond bail on this one, which then sort of points down into the point of the jet black crystal. It is the same on both sides, and if you chose to have the pearl on this one, it would sit at the top here and it could move around. So I hope you're happy with him. However, we do need to go back across to Mim and dive in her pot of mischief and see what she's got to say. So in here, have another go and keep both prizes. So Dixie, that means you get to keep this spike, and you also get to have another go and pick another character and keep that prize as well as the crystal spike. So if we go back across, you can't pick the two you've already got. So the hungry ghost and the skeleton is already picked. Which other character would you like for your bonus item? I get really confused how to say it, Wendy. I've sort of just got myself into this. I can hear the way I'm saying it, but I just can't seem to say it any differently. Let's go for the spooky pumpkin. Spooky pumpkin. Now, this one here is the confused pumpkin. I know it's a candy corn, but I didn't know that before because we don't have those in the UK. So I thought it was a pumpkin dressed up. So that's the confused pumpkin. Or we have the scary pumpkin. Is this the one you meant? So this one's got the scary face. Or we've got the toothy pumpkin, which is this one here, and he's sort of got a big smile and one tooth coming down. So I think you've meant the scary one, and I just want to double check, just because we do have the 3 different ones, I'd hate to grab the wrong one for you. So scary pumpkin, let's bring you back. Oh no, that's not the, sorry, there we go. There he is there. So if we go in here, you've got a pendant here. This pendant has got the name of it here. It's called the 2 Become 1 pendant. Now this one does come with 1 oyster opening, and the pearl would need to go onto the jewellery. Okay, so the pearl gets set right in the centre of this one. So on the website it's called the 2 Become 1 pendant, and overall on the outer edge you've got the larger silver heart. On the inner centre section you've got an encrusted crystal heart, and then your pearl gets set in the middle of the crystal heart. So larger plain silver, smaller crystal, and then your pearl in the centre. So from your first one you've got this black crystal spike pendant. You can have a pearl on or off, and then you've got the 2 Become 1 pendant where you definitely need to have a pearl on. You then have got your skeleton pick. So if we bring him across, and in here you have got, another pendant, and this one is a heart pendant again. It's called the Twirls Love pendant. Now again, this one, the pearl would need to go onto the jewellery, and it has got 2 hearts. Now this one is all the same sort of stroke, if you like. So if I can get it focused, and then I can take you through. At the top of the pendant you've got the heart, and it's as you go round it is all 1 stroke, and then the bottom heart is half crystal, half not. So the largest top section of it is encrusted with crystal. The bottom section of the point is going into the plainer silver. Then as you can see at the bottom here, this is the pin where your pearl will be hanging, so it would be able to sort of dangle around at the bottom there. However, before we see if you like this one or not, we do need to see what Mim has got to say about it. So if we dive in with Mim's Pot of Mischief, and we're going for this one here. Receive a pair of crystal stud earrings. That means you get to keep this pendant, and I can't see because my head's up here and I'm diving in actually under the desk. So you've got a pair of crystal stud earrings. If we see what colour these are. Now these are 925 silver studs, and they've got 8mm crystal pearls on them. And you've got an iridescent dark blue. Okay, so these are 8mm crystal studs, and the colour is an iridescent dark blue, so it sort of shimmers lighter and dark blue there. So you have those as a bonus as well. So if we go through the pendants, you've got this 12's Love pendant. So that does come with 1 oyster opening and pearl on the jewellery. Okay. You then have got the 2 become 1 pendant, which is the heart, and the pearl sits in the centre of the jewellery, so that's another oyster opening. And then you've got the crystal spike pendant, that's 1 oyster opening, and you can choose with this one if you have a pearl on or off, so that's going to be your choice. Okay, so 3 oysters, 2 with the pearls on, 1 your choice, pearl on or off. I hope you're happy with all of those, Dixie. Now, you said you'd like to keep your shells, so that's not a problem. Would there be certain colours that you're hoping for with the pearls? So let's get these open for you. There's 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so oyster number 1. More than happy? Perfect. Now that's a lighter pop there. And I'm going to clean the shells up for you in a moment. So there's your mother of pearl. Oh, so you're hoping for watermelon, sea green, and maybe a wedding white. Okay, so if we have a squidge in here, oh, for you. We've got a chocolate bronze. And I don't believe there's any more in there. So what I like to do when you guys like to keep your shells is I like to clean them up as we go before I clean up the pearl. Okay. This half has got a little bit of a pearl blister in, which is quite cool. Okay, so from your first oyster, we've got a chocolate bronze, so quite a nice size. We will, of course, measure it at the end for you. So if I hold this one up so you can see there. Moving on to your second oyster. Now, you can swap your pearls. As Mindy hasn't told you, you can't. If you're not happy with the colours, at the end, just let me know and we can swap them for colours of your choice. Okay. So your second oyster, oh, gorgeous deep pop with that one. Oh, and you've got runaways. Did you see that? 1 and 2 runaway pearls as I opened him up there. So there's your mother of pearl. There's 1 and 2 darker twinning pearls there. Yeah, there's no more in that one. So they sort of sprinted out of the oyster there. Okay, so these twins here, they look like they're slightly different shades to each other. So one is a more darker pearl. So they're both darker gunmetal with a slight purple overtone to them. But I'd say one is more darker than the other, and one's got a slightly more purple hint to them. So if you can see, they are very, very similar, but they are just slightly different. Okay. And then moving on to your last oyster. You've got a lighter pop there. And in here, again, a little bit of flesh on that side, but we can see there's no pearls there. And if we have, oh, a squidge, you've got a bridal white. You said you was hoping for possibly a wedding white. So you do have one of those. Whoop, whoop. And there's no more in that one. So again, I'm just cleaning all of this up for you. And then let's pop your pearl in the sand. Now, Dixie, Like I said at the start, if you're not happy with the pearls, we can of course swap them for you. I definitely need to know which colours you'd like on 2 of your pendants, and then the crystal spike, it's up to you. So if we measure the pearls first, then I can bring the pendants back so you can see and tell me which colour you'd like to go on them if that's better. So you've got a chocolate bronze, twinning gunmetal purples and a bridal white. If I run them through the board for you, the chocolate bronze is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. The slightly darker twin is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Slightly more purple twin is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. And the bridal white is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Swap the chocolate bronze for a sea green. Not a problem. Okay, so if you just have a look there for me, are you happy with that sea green? So I've taken away the chocolate bronze and I've added in the sea green. So if you're happy with those colours, what I'll do, so this is the Twirls Love pendant. Which colour would you like on that one? Yes, of course. So this is Twirls Love. Shall we do it one at a time, if that's easier? So with this one, the pearl sits at the bottom. The white one on that one. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the pearls away as we go through. So we're going to have white one on that one. You then have the 2 become 1 pendant. So this is the other one where the pearl needs to go onto the jewellery. And the pearl on this one gets set right in the centre of the hearts. Oh, sorry, just trying to thread it through. There we go. So there we go. So you've got the larger outer heart, which is the silver, the inner heart, which is encrusted with the crystals. And then you've got your pearl would be set right in the middle. Green on that one. Perfect. Let me just write that down as well. So 2 become 1. We've got the green. And then on the crystal, so this one you can have a pearl on or off. It's up to you. So this is a jet black crystal spike pendant. So pearl on or off this one, my lovely. Can you switch the pearls to the other? What do you mean? So switch the other 2 around, so the white one's on the second pendant I showed you. So spike no, oh, spike no pearl. So do you mean with the first 2 to swap them around? So white. Yeah, okay, that's not a problem. So I'll show you as well what I'm doing. So on this one, we're going to have the sea green. Okay. No, don't be sorry. I'd prefer to get it correct on what you'd like. And then this one, I've now got the bridal white. Okay, so I hope that's, just confirm, is that now correct? And then no pearl on the crystal spike. I'm just going to bring you back up to me so I can start wrapping up your shells. But I'm not going to staple that on or anything yet until I've heard from you, just to confirm. That's correct. Perfect, Dixie. That's not a problem. Your invoice receipt is going to have lots of my scribbles all over it, but ignore those. It's just more notes for me while I'm making your order. Exactly. Perfect. And then you've got your bonus earrings as well. Three parcels of shells, just because these oysters are quite large oysters, like quite larger shells. I don't want to try and fit them into one parcel because I wouldn't want to squish them. Okay, right, let's attach all of this onto your order form, my lovely. So you also have a trick or treat then, Cherison. Oh no, bless you, you don't have to. It's honestly, my writing, I quite like my writing, but not while I'm on a live, because it writes so fast it turns into a scribble. Right, so your trick or treat, and in here you have got a treat. So you have got a 15% off code. So if you would like to order again, you'll have a 15% off code for the website. That will get emailed across for you tomorrow, and it will go to the email address that's on the order. No, it may not be tomorrow. It will be at some point over the weekend, and it will get sent across to the email address that's on the order form. I hope you're happy with that, Dixie, and of course I'm happy with everything once it arrives, and I've popped that safely up there for you. Hooray! Oh, bless you. Oh, you're very, very welcome, and I'm glad you're happy. I'm just topping these back up again. Oh no. Excuse me. Okay, right, up next today is Leslie Jackson. Leslie, are you here? Now, this may have been somebody else, but Sarah, like I said before, I will need you to confirm the second part of the email address, just because it is a different name on Facebook as to the order form, my lovely. So Leslie Jackson or Sarah, are you here? Oh, bless you, Helen. Well, I hope you have a fast recovery, my lovely. Sarah, that's perfect. Thank you. Suzanne, thank you for commenting on it. I don't know why it didn't come through, but that did bring it through there. So, Sarah, you do have a Mims Spins, and you've said you'd like to have the cat and to donate. So, the cat is at the front here. So, Mr. Cat, if I bring you back again, and in here you have got a pendant. Now this one actually comes with a chain, so normally it doesn't come with a chain. This one has the chain attached, so if you get to keep this one, you obviously do get the chain as well. Now this pendant comes with 2 oyster openings, as this one has 2 entwined hearts, and a pearl would sit in each of the hearts. So you've got a silver heart entwined, oh, I'm so sorry, that came out of nowhere. Entwined with an encrusted crystal heart. So 2 oyster openings and 2 pearls on the jewellery. But as always, if we go back across to Mim's Pot of Mischief and see what she's got to say. So in here, receive a pair of crystal stud earrings. That means you get to keep that pendant and you get a pair of crystal stud earrings. So again, you can't see anything. I just dive in. And oh, we've got the same colour that came out earlier on. So 95 silver stud earrings with a dark iridescent blue 8mm crystal pearl on them, or pearls on them. I hope you're happy with that as well, my lovely. Which means you've got 2 oyster openings with that pendant. And I will definitely need to know 2 pearl colours that you'd like to go on there. And if you wanted to, you can choose what colour goes in which side of the heart. But that's up to you. So, 2 oyster openings. Would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells, my lovely? There's 1. And 2. Okay, so oyster number 1, hoping for emerald and a kind of topaz colour. Okay, so straight away with this one, I can see a pearl down the bottom. So there's your mother of pearl. And let's pop him out. And if I have a squidge in here for you, there's no more in that one. So your first oyster has given you a darker chocolate bronze pearl. Moving on to your oyster number 2. Quite a nice sharp pop there. Oh, and you've got a runaway with a darker pearl there. And that is just a pearl blister at the top. So if we have a squidge in here and you've got multiple pearls in here, you are quadding, and there's no more in that one. Okay, so with your quadding oyster, let me just dry these up for you. And you have got a watermelon, a lavender, which is the darker lilac, a cream and a darker black. So chocolate bronze, watermelon, lavender, cream and black. What do you think, Sarah? Of course, if you're not happy, we can indeed swap them for you. The chocolate bronze is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. The watermelon's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. The lavender is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he is a 7. Your cream is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And the darker gunmetal grey black is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he is a 7.5. So emerald green and topaz. When you say topaz, is that the blue topaz or the goldy topaz? I've gone for the goldy topaz, but like I say, if it's the bluey one, please let me know, because obviously I can change it. And then to have the others loose on lobster fitting, the other loose ones on lobster fittings, that's not a problem. Oh, Laura, not a problem. Life is life. Oh, bless you. I hope everything can be fixed easily. Oh, it's one of those things. Sarah, I couldn't see. Is that colour, are they the correct colour? A previous comment hasn't come through if it is or not. So just confirm for me if that's okay. The invoice for the loose pearls, that will get sent across for you to the email address that's on the order form, and that will get sent across over the weekend. So yeah, just give me the nod if that green gosh, green and gold, we're going now, green and gold, yes, all correct, okay, perfect. So let me pop that on there as well. Now you do have a trick or treat. So in, oh no, I'm going to put them both back because I had two, then I saw both of them. Okay, so trick or treat, and you have got a trick. So that does mean that there's nothing on the back of that one. But Sarah, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives, my lovely. And that's safe up there for you. I'm so sorry for yawning. You're very welcome. Up next today is Rebecca Dunn. Rebecca, are you here? Well, I'm glad it's fixed, Laura. Again, if anyone can see Rebecca Dunn's comment, please comment on that comment, because my comments seem to be going a little bit funny now. And Rebecca, if you are here, please type I'm invisible, because it will bring your comment forward so I can see you. Okay, last call for Rebecca. If not, we'll move on. So I'm looking for Rebecca Dunn. Rebecca, are you here? Have I heard from Aaron at all? I messaged him to see how he's feeling, and he said about half an hour ago that he's taken some more painkillers and he's going to bed. So yeah, he's okay, because I haven't seen him for a while. So yeah, but he's okay. So he is hurting, bless him, and he's, oh, it makes me teary. Nope, strong. He's fine. I'm just obviously still emotional about the whole thing. Ugh. Yeah, he's gone to bed, so that's the best place for him. Thank you for checking, Sarah. Bless you. Oh, yeah. In a few days, he'll start healing properly, and then, yeah. Right, I haven't seen Rebecca, so again, we're going to move on. If she comes on, we can add her in, so it'll be to the end of the order list. What's happened? His car rolled yesterday. With the wet weather, he hydroplaned. His wheels lost traction. Car swung out and rolled, and the bush stopped him. And he's okay. He's got a splint on his wrist, and he's all bruised up. So obviously he's hurting, but he's okay. He's okay. The car is not, but he is, and that's the main thing. No, I didn't, Yvonne. Nope. Right, up next is Sophie North. Sophie, are you here? Bless you, Sarah. As you can imagine, it's just been an emotional couple of days. I'm a little bit tired, but not tired. I think just tired mentally more than physically. Excuse me. Oh yeah, exactly. It doesn't matter about the car, but he's okay, and that's the main thing. Because, yeah, he climbed out the car. The car's on its side, and he managed to push the door open, climb out, slide down the roof. And yeah, so he's, yeah. Right, Sophie, let's go across. You've got 2 Mims spins, so over there. Can you have Toothy Pumpkin and the Witch? You can indeed. Where are we? Oh. Witch and the Toothy Pumpkin. And you've sent loyalty cards as well. Okay, let me have a quick look. Oh, I've got, yeah, your email's right at the top. Let me have a look. Ah, that's perfect. And just booking it in for you. Oh, there we go. Okay, so that's booked in. So we'll do the loyalty cards with your oyster openings. Oh no! Literally, that came out of nowhere. I'm so sorry. Right, which one did you say first? Where are we now? Can you have Toothy Pumpkin first? So let's open up your Toothy Pumpkin. So there he is. And in here, I will do Sarah. Now this is the side butterfly cage pendant. So Sophie, your first one is a side butterfly cage pendant. So with it being a cage pendant, you'll be able to swap and change the pearls around at home. So this one, as you can tell by the name, it is the side butterfly. So you can see the body is of the butterflies here. It's a side profile, so the antennae is here, and then it comes up with your wings at the top. Now your pearl would go in the wings up here, so then the pearl will be the colour of the wings. But before we see if we get to keep that one, let's go back across to Mim and dive in. Is that one? That is one. I think I had a piece of her clothing there. Have a bonus white pearl. Okay, so you get to keep that cage pendant and you get a bonus white pearl as well. Now you can have this pearl in the jewellery or on the jewellery, but you just cannot swap that pearl out. So that pearl is yours. Okay, so you get to keep that cage and have an extra bonus pearl. I hope you're happy with that one. And then you've got your loyalty cards as well, so that's a bonus for your cage pendant there. And then opening up your witch here, and you've got a pendant. Now this is the alpha pendant. It does come with one oyster opening, and again you can choose to have your pearl on or off the jewellery. And look at him, this one has got so much detail on him. Again, we've got oxidized silver, giving it the darker colouring and detailing. And this is the alpha pendant. If you chose to have your pearl on this one, it would be at the top. It could move around, or like I say, you can have the pendant as it is. Thank you, Pamela, and I'm glad your husband was okay as well. Oh, Alison, you didn't have to do that. Words obviously are very kind. Thank you for the stars. Thank you, my lovely. Right, Sophie, if we go back across to Mim to see what we think about this alpha pendant. Okay, so here, this one's come out a few times today. Receive a pair of crystal stud earrings. So again, you get to keep that alpha pendant. I hope you're happy with that. And diving in for your crystal stud earrings, you have got the platinum, I can't say the colour, but the platinum colour, platinum, I don't know, the platinum colour crystal pearls. So again, 925 silver studs with 8mm crystal pearls on them. I hope you're happy with those as well, which actually the colour does go beautifully with the wolf there. So that's quite a nice shade. I just can't say what colour it is very well. Which means altogether, platinum. Altogether, you've got 2 oysters. Cage pendant, obviously you can swap the pearls in and out on your own. Alpha pendant, you can choose whether you'd like to have a pearl on or off there. And then you've got your 2 loyalty cards as well. So that makes 4 oysters altogether. What colour are they? Platinum. That doesn't sound right though. Platinum. No, platinum. No, that's not, that can't be right. I don't know. You know what I mean. If I just can't, it's fine. Oh, and you've got your bonus bridal white pearl as well. That's already in the sand. You can have that one on any of the jewellery, you just cannot swap the colour out. Right, so Sophie, have you said if you'd like to donate or if you'd like to keep your shells? Let me scroll back up. Donate the shells. Okay, so softer pop there. We've got a little bit of flesh on that side, but we can see that there's no pearls there. I can, however, see a darker runaway there. And I can feel, 1, 2. Okay, so you've got triples with your first oyster. So the colours you've got here, you've got a darker silver chocolate. So it's a chocolate base with a silver overtone. You've then got a dark grape purple and a brighter lemon purple. I wouldn't say that that's bright enough to be a sunshine yellow, but it's a gorgeous brighter lemon. Did I just say lemon purple? I meant lemon yellow. If I did, lemon yellow. Oh, it's the time of night I'm blaming it on. Number 2, you've hello? I didn't even realise it's been almost 4 hours. How crazy is that? I thought we were like on like 2.5 hours or something. Oh my gosh, I didn't even I didn't even clock. Right, so basically I'll just do a quick update. When I get to 4 hours with my microphone, or around 4 hours, the battery dies, so I just have to change the battery pack over basically. So I do apologise. Now I don't know where it cut out, but basically I said you've got some gorgeous bright red pearls here. They are definitely visually different sizes, but the colour of them is stunning. And then still 2 oysters to go, Sophie. So moving on to your next oyster, we've got a lighter pop there. There's your mother of pearl. And in here, 1, 2, and 3. And you have a second pair of triplets. I feel weird saying triplets, and I know I just think triples sounds better. And you all know what I mean when I say triples. So you've got a gorgeous bright coral, a lighter lilac purple, and a darker chocolate. And then moving on to your last oyster, my lovely. Double pop there. And in here, there's your mother of pearl. No way. You are twinning with red pearls again. Those reds are truly stunning. Let me, oh, you've got another set. Now these ones definitely look closer in size to each other than the first pair that you've got. I'm actually just going to move your pearls around slightly. So, and Okay, so if I hold these up as well for you. What do you think to all of these, Sophie? Now, all of them apart from the white, you can swap out if you're not happy. And I'll need to know if you'd like to have a pearl on or off of your alpha pendant. And if on, of course, which colour you would like. So you've got that chocolate purple, then grape purple, lemon yellow and bridal white. Twinning bright burgundy reds, coral lilac purple and a darker chocolate. And then twinning burgundy reds again. If I run these through the board for you, the chocolate purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He is not a 7.5, he's an 8. The darker grape purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Lemon yellow is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. And the bridal white is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. The larger red is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Smaller red is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5, so they're definitely different sizes there. The coral is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Lilac purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And the darker chocolate is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Your red is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. And red number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. So they're different sizes as well. Can you swap the second set of twins for silver green, chocolate bronze, and swap the chocolate and grape for ... So silver green. Chocolate bronze, black naturally pinky colour, and swap the chocolate and the grape for black, black. Oh, there it goes. And a natural pinky colour. Oh, that's more rose gold actually. Let me get you. Okay. If you have a look at those for me there, are you happy with those? So I've taken away those four and I've added in the green, the bronze, the black and the pink. And if you're happy with those, would you like one on or off of that alpha pendant? You're very, very welcome. Silver on there. And you're happy with the rest of them. Oh, he scared me though. I don't understand how he managed to get across the garden without any. I've got lots of security lights that come on. So, or maybe I just didn't take note of the lights possibly. But yeah, I screamed. Okay, Sophie, I'm glad you're happy with these. There we go, that's all on there. Let me do your trick or treat as well, my lovely. So in here, you have got a treat and you've got a 10% off code for the website. So if you would like to order in the future, you'll have a 10% off code you can use, and that will get emailed across for you tomorrow, over the weekend, to the email address that's on the order form. And that's safe up there for you, my lovely. And I think that brings us to the end of our order list for today. So I hope you all have a good weekend. Thank you ever so much for watching and for joining us today and for bearing with me. I know I've been a bit funny, but yeah, I hope you all have a brilliant weekend. We're next going to be live on Sunday evening, and we start the live from around 7:30 on a Sunday PM. So yeah, I hope you have a good weekend. Take care, drive safely. Bye.